There are several examples of times that someone has died and a different character later on appeared in the manga with the same devil fruit power. Here are some fruits that we may see come back in the final saga. Back, but I'm better than ever. Sometimes I had to sever. Times I had to weather. Wonder was it worth the effort? A new endeavor. Now I put the biz before the pleasure. It's no pressure. Every day's a new adventure. Okay, so for this honorable mention section, I'm going to do a quick name drop for some characters that are implied to be dead, but we don't actually know for certain. So let's start with Big Mom and Kaido. Both were defeated on Onigashima by Law and Kid and Luffy, respectively. They both landed in that lava that exploded, and we don't know what happened to them after that. I suspect that they may be alive, as Big Mom's story isn't complete just yet, and I think she has to conclude her arc with the Giants of Elbaf. Pudding also recently name dropped Big Mom, which feels like set up for her to rejoin the story. Her fruit has already had a known previous user in Mother Caramel. It wouldn't make sense to kill one and not the other, but we'll have to see with Kaido as we haven't gotten any hints of his survival just yet. But Kaido's fruit is probably not coming back, since Oda said it's the fruit that Zoro would have if he had a double fruit, except he would have one of his swords eat the fruit. Hawkins is another character that we see what seems to be the end of his life at the end of the Wano arc, as he tells X Drake that Drake was the person with the 1% chance of survival. Funnily enough, we don't know Drake's whereabouts either, but I'm pretty certain he's alive because he got name dropped at the beginning of Egghead. But this isn't about him. Hawkins dying here is questionable, so I'm just going to leave him as an honorable mention for now and just leave it at that. All right, number 5, we got Corazon's Calm fruit. Corazon, or Don Quixote Rocinante, was a mentor to Law and a brother of Doflamingo. This one is definitely dead because we saw Dofi take him out, and no one in flashbacks is ever safe in One Piece. Corazon's fruit is not my favorite personally. It's the Calm fruit, which can create silence. Well, he can create a force field that can be soundproof and not let sound in or out. He can also use Calm to make another person's sound silent. A very situational devil fruit, but I'm sure if Oda brought it back, he'd find a creative way for a new user to put their own spin on it. So I'm gonna put it as number 5. Okay, so for number 4, we got to see this one reincarnated in real time. This is Smiley. If you don't remember him, he is a bioweapon slime experiment of Caesar Clown and basically his pet in a way. This slime creature ate the zone axolotl fruit and became, well, this thing. When Smiley dies in Punk Hazard, we see a nearby apple turn into his devil fruit, and this is kind of how we learn that they can reincarnate to begin with. Axolotl in real life are amphibians, so it would be interesting to see this one come back as it would turn the user into a pseudo fishman when in hybrid form. Now, I know what you're thinking. We don't really know that Conjuro's dead, especially since he came back to life about 3 times in the Wano arc. But I'm gonna put the nail in that coffin and say he's most likely dead after the Kazembo fire that he started. Conjuro's fruit allows him to create drawings with a large brush and ink and bring his creations to life. He already showed us before and after his reveal as the Red Scabbard Trader that the power of this devil fruit is really in the wielder's ability to draw. This is one I wouldn't mind seeing again just to see another character's creativity come to life. Continuing with Punk Hazard characters that died, we have Monet. Monet is the beautiful bookworm bird woman who had the Logia type snow fruit. Pretty much all of the Logias are OP devil fruits, and this one wasn't a slouch in that category. If Monet didn't run into the buzzsaw known as Zoro, who knows how she may have continued to grow if she awakened this fruit. There were a lot of theories of Nami potentially getting this fruit from her tangerine tree on the Sunny. It's obviously been debunked since it hasn't happened yet, and Oda pretty much put this to rest when he said that Nami would have Enel's lightning fruit if she did have one. Last but not least, we got Lady Toki's Time Time fruit. Lady Toki was born during the Void Century and used her Time Time fruit to jump forward in time whenever she was in danger. She can use it to move forward in time, but she can't use it to move back in time. She can also use it on other people to move them forward in time. She was about to use it on herself, before Kozuki Oden pulled up to save her in the Oden flashback. She also used it to send Momo and about half of the scabbards 20 years into the future so they could save Wano from Kaido. It would feel like a bit of a waste if this really, really powerful devil fruit really never made its way back into the story.